What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Wanted to check out the new PCS Ghostrider statue. So it's available in multiple places to order, of course. PCS has it up on their website, $33.75 early bird pricing. However, I have heard nothing but nightmares with PCS's website, like crappy customer service. You get it shipped last. If there's issues, they don't help you. So from what I've read, I have not ordered direct. Avoid PCS at all costs direct. That's what I've heard, like, online from other people. But you do save a few $100, but they might up the charge on, who knows, tax, shipping. I would personally probably order this through a retailer. I'm pretty sure Spec Fiction has this. Let's see if he got it. Right here, what's Spec charging? $37.50 flat rate shipping and double rewards if you pay in full. What's the flat rate shipping gonna be? Doesn't say. Flat rate shipping. It says see product description. Okay, Spec did not put it. Spec, you need to update your website, bro. When you say flat rate, what are we paying? $250? $300? Don't like that. Nevertheless, I would probably still order from here over Sideshow. Sideshow will charge tax. Sideshow will have the best return options and customer support, stuff like that. But let's check it out. Obviously, $3,750. So basically, it's as expensive as a silicone bust. I know some people were freaking out over the price, but I do think if the production unit can come out looking this good, it is worth that. 40 inches wide, 36 inches tall, 21 inches deep. So it's a big boy. It's definitely going to take up an entire garage shelf nearly. Not quite a 48, but a 36. Obviously the base, and you could angle this diagonally to take up less space, I'm sure. I believe it comes with two different portraits, and it has a light up kind of throughout the whole statue, which is quite interesting. How did they get that light up done? Like tons of light up, which looks amazing. I'm just curious how it's done, and I want to see it not lit up. I think the bike looks really cool as well. Yeah, fan of that bike. I think the bike looks really well done. Definitely going to be a huge statement piece. This black underbase right there, that's okay. I think they could have did something better. And then obviously he's almost on like a cliffside roaring up with the giant whip. And then the flames going above the head, that's okay. I don't necessarily like that too much, if I'm honest. I think I prefer... Is that the exact same, or is it... Actually, wait. Maybe it's not the head, and it's actually just the whip. Just the angle. Yeah, I think it's just the whip. How did they get that light up for the whip? I'm real curious. And I want to see it not lit up. Sorry, folks. That was the wife calling me on Messenger. Yeah, so we don't have a single photo of what this looks like light off. Or is that the light off, actually? Maybe that's it. I think that's it. That's got to be it. Yeah, so the only part that doesn't have the light up is this. But the tail has it. Or the whip, shall I say. This has it, and the head. I'm sure the head... I hope it's like one button and not like you have to remove this arm, press a button, remove the head, press a button. I would hate that. So I really hope they did it just one button to light it up, because it does have a really sick looking light up. And it's definitely a huge statement piece. Very, very nice. Kind of crazy they did that pose in 1/3. Now, there's been a plethora of Ghostriders over the years. I owned, obviously, the XM recast, not even the original, because the original was just so damn expensive. At the time, I was not making that good money when I bought it. And the XM usually would go for about $2,500. I don't remember what the edition size is. I'm going to guess less than 500. So this one, no ES. So they're trying to milk as many as they can. Then they'll set the ES. There's not a ton of 1/3 statues out there for like Marvel and This is really just kind of a standalone piece. I mean, PCS does have the other Gamerverse statues, which I guess this is what that's from, Gamerverse. Although I don't feel like Ghostrider necessarily goes good with anyone. I don't know. For me, he doesn't really go with anyone. He's just like on his own. I could have swore this had 2 portraits, but I guess I was wrong. Let's look at details, additional details, LED power supply method, TBD. So TBD on that supply method. And if you do order from PCS Direct, let's see, is there any special pieces you get? I mean, sometimes they do, like, you get something extra if you order from them. I thought there was, like, an extra head, but I guess I was wrong. It's definitely a great looking piece. I really like this. I think it's really sick looking. I think it's overall the best Ghostrider statue I've seen. It definitely tops XM as well as XM's horse one. And there was also a custom one that I know people liked a lot that they'd compare to XM. So that's kind of it with Ghostrider. It's just been customs. There's also the Sideshow premium format. Let's see. Let me look at that. This one right here, which is $12.50, and it's like barely any bike. They also did a light up on the chain, which is cool. Yeah, that's not even remotely as good looking. Like, look at that. That looks like a piece of crap in comparison. God, Sideshow still looks like it's 2015 quality. This looks terrible. PCS did a way better job. I think the biggest problem with the PCS is my faith in them, producing this in the production, because they usually have a huge downgrade. However, usually their downgrades are the humans. Like, it's really hard to order a human from PCS because it's such a big downgrade. I feel like this wouldn't be that difficult. So I think they'll probably do a decent job in replicating this. Overall, I'm a huge fan. I think the price is justified because you're getting a huge statement piece, a full 1/3 scale bike, and a very dynamic pose, sick light up. Even the way they did the light, how there's like almost fire wrapping around it as well, and you can see the actual chain. I think they did a really good job. Even the light up right here on the hand, the base. I think PCS killed it. This might be one of their best statues they've ever made. I'm trying to think, like, what beats this? Goodness gracious. I mean, I think this beats out Blade and probably Goro. It probably is their best piece they've ever made. I don't think they've made a better piece than this. When I look at everything they've been making, they released this Vampirella half scale. That thing's crap. Chun-Li, that's decent. I don't care for these fine art busts, honestly. Conan, meh, that looks like a ARH statue, so not a fan. Don't care about the Silver Surfer. Most of the PCS stuff I really don't care for. Their Rocky stuff, the quality's so bad. The likenesses are so off. I know a lot of people love their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. I do like this Darth Maul. I would definitely not pre-order it, though. I'd have to order it when it's in stock, when it's confirmed the quality. I have no faith in PCS replicating that. I do have this Jack-o'-lantern on pre-order. That's the one thing I do have. And they're William and Marcus, definitely old school quality, not, it looks outdated immediately. Their best stuff has got to be their horror. I think they do a really good job on the horror line, especially like my Ghostface, Leatherface. I am still TBD on Pumpkinhead, Seal, or Species. That bust looks kind of weird. It honestly almost looks like a sex doll. Akuma's weird because it's like he has 2 separate bases. That's weird. I do like this Pumpkinhead, but I'm going to wait for in-hand photos. Conan, I mean, it's a half scale, but it's still like, the detail doesn't look like a half scale, like it should be. Nowadays, half scales need to have glass eyes, hand punch tear, silicone. So when you get stuff like this Vampirella, even if it's 1850, personally, I do not like the face on this. PCS does sculpt sexy women, though. They are good at sculpting sexy women. Yeah, that face is okay. It's a little bit better than it looked at San Diego Comic-Con. I do like that bat, though. I don't like that outfit. Like, the Prime 1 detail is way better. At least she's sexy. Gotta give them that. But they need to, if they're going to do half scale, you got to do it in better detail. You know, we are in 2025, so we have certain standards when it comes to larger pieces. Anyways, folks, that's kind of my opinion. I think this is PCS's best statue they've ever made. I think it's worth the money, but I would definitely not pre-order it. I would wait for in-hand photos, make sure the quality's there, and then buy it. And I would not buy it direct. I would not buy it through Sideshow, because you're going to get hit with a 7% tax, at least I would. I would go through Spec Fiction. What's the deposit on this? $600. I mean, I don't think this piece is going to sell out. So I would just wait, honestly. Anyways, that's kind of my opinion on this Ghostrider. Overall, I think it's freaking amazing, and I think the price is justified. I would just wait on pre-ordering it. Personally, I don't have the space. I'm not collecting 1/3 Marvel, so for me, it does not make sense. But if I ever did get into 1/3 Marvel, I would immediately buy this. The thing is, I mean, PCS is not doing movie Marvel. They're Gamerverse, which that's not going to work for me. And I mean, technically Blade is 1/3 Marvel. I mean, imagine if I just threw Ghostrider in this display. It just won't work. Unfortunately, it's not for me, but I do love it a lot. This would be like a standalone piece if I ever considered it, but obviously I don't have space. Let me know what you guys think. Who of you are going to be ordering? Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.